Before I see a movie like Patriots Day, which is made rather quickly after the fact, I would much rather see a movie like that about the Ding Ho Day. I want to see something. I want to see the Boston comedy scene in the '80s come to life, Boogie Night style. I want to see the glory, the
We got to
sex,
wait
the
till a few
everything.
more people die before we can do that one. Yeah, that you know what? It was the greatest times of my life. I met the best people in my life. And we were like rock stars. It was incredible.
So why is this area so funny? Honestly, why?
I think it's the water. I really think it's the water. It's got to be. I mean, how can you get so many crazy people in one little area? And the deal is, we had repeat customers. We sold that place out. I do an open mic on Wednesday nights, and I put on like 35 people.
Right.
I mean, and you had to be good, because the crowd would tell you suck and get off. And every week, a lot of times, the same people would come to see the show over and over. So you had to be new. You had to create, and it was a great breeding ground for some of the best.
Well, Nick, to your question, I know, like Lenny, you got me a showcase at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles for Mitzi Shore,
Right.
Pauly Shore's mother, for those of you who don't know, and she's a big, Hollywood.
She was good to me.
And I noticed it was the first time I'd ever performed outside of Boston, and I noticed right away the difference in the crowd. They were way more laid back, way more forgiving. Do a show Nick Saturday night, you better bring it. L.A. you can chill.
You get
know, so I
stabbed.
think that's part of it. I think part of it is that the audiences are tougher.
And,
right?
and we encouraged the audience to be tougher, because that we wanted to see. When we started, there were no rules. I mean, I was taking the train back and forth to New York, going down there banging heads with the New York comedians, and they'd say, "Man, you're great. You can come back next week. Here's $10." I go, "That wouldn't even pay for my,
yeah,
I wouldn't pay for my beer."
Why did you tell? I didn't know that's how it was in New York, because I was making a living as a stand-up here.
Oh yeah,
because you're opening middling headline, and
Make a living as a stand-up in New York? It's impossible.
No, you can't. They go, all right, like you said, the show goes from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Here's $15. Maybe you'll get bumped by Chris Rock's brother.
Yeah. Well, they would put me on last every week. I would take the train down. I was working as a health inspector in the day. I'd take the train down, and I'd wait, and they'd make me wait. And then I'd want to blow the room out. They give me $10. I'd say, keep it. I'll be seeing you next week. And then Mike, my brother, said to me, "What are we going to the out for? Why don't we just open our own place? We don't need this." And then Kremen says he was going to move on. So Mike, the Chinaman, Asian man, whatever I mean, back then it was a Chinaman. You can't say it anymore.
I don't think you can say that. No.
Shouldn't Lee.
Good thing you didn't say
Shouldn't Lee was his
can't
name.
say it.
And he said to me, "Lenny, we need a manager. You be the manager." I go, "I can't even add, man. I can divide. Give me a line of blow. I'll make it even for 8 people."